Then she gave him a shout out.
Well, anyway. What's up, everybody?
I'm Key.
And I'm Bex. And if you're new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, beekeepers.
What it do, y'all? As you can see by the title, we're going to be going through the phone today. I got it right here. Trusty, handy, dandy notebook. All right, go ahead and tell them what you got, baby.
All right, so I have the iPhone XS Max. I have it in the gold color. I don't really know if there are any other colors, but I always get the gold on any iPhone, so yeah. And then I have a clear case on it because I love the way iPhones look. I got this case from Five Below. It's just a plain, simple, clear case.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay.
On the lock screen is a picture of Key and I at the prom that he threw me.
Yes. Oh, look at that. What did I tell you?
And then once you open my phone up, it's a picture of moi.
I mean, you're cute or whatever.
And it's from the same night, the prom night, when I won prom queen as well as best dressed.
Yes, you did.
And I have no apps on my first screen so that I can see myself in all my glory. Or whatever picture I have on there. On the next page, I pretty much have it set up as the iPhone comes. I have 3 messages right now. They're from Sarah.
What's up, Sarah? How you doing out there?
Yeah, but I normally don't have notifications because I don't like to have the little numbers, so I always check my messages, I always check my stuff. If you don't get a response from me, it's probably because I either forgot or didn't want to. Yikes.
Yikes, then.
The only other new or different things are the Google Maps. I use Google Maps instead of Maps because I can...
That's poo-poo right there. That's poo-poo in sign language. Yeah, Google Maps, poo-poo.
Oh, sup, hater? Didn't see you there.
You're poo-poo. Google Maps is fire, okay? I can search and find a Whataburger on my way to Key's house or wherever I'm going. You can find things on your way. Maps, you can't do that. But I do have Maps, the Apple Maps, and I have that only because when people send you their address or addresses through iMessage, you can't click them unless you have Apple Maps.
So, do you use Lyft and Uber?
I have them for in case I'm out of town or don't have my car, but we drive here in Houston. In Texas, we drive, so I don't really use those apps very much. The other new or different thing that I have on this screen is my Vivint, and that is our alarm system at our house. My dad has set up the cameras and alarms through this company, and we use this app in order to arm and disarm the alarms, as well as check the cameras and things like that.
It's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty
Yes.
dope. Yo, you know what I realized on here? The clock. The clock is actually moving, and it actually tells you the time. I know that sounds weird on there, but as you can see on the screen, the second hand is moving, and it's actually 5:17, like on the clock, like without clicking it. That's pretty dope.
I didn't realize that it did that.
Yeah, that's dope. Shout out to Apple, yo. Good stuff.
Shout out to Apple.
Shout out to Fruits and Vegetables. Boga Kinisitevu.
The next page is all folders. I put everything that I use on the second page in a folder. Some of the folders may not make sense, but that's how I work best. So the first folder is IDFWU.
I don't
With you.
These are apps that I don't really use. I have them sometimes and may use them, or my phone may need them, or we're not able to delete them. But yeah, those are the apps in there.
So you don't use your wallet?
No, I don't really use the wallet. My next folder is the socialite folder. I have the Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. Those are my most used social media apps. And, you know, go ahead and follow me on there, become my friend, except Facebook. I only add you if I know you in real life, so yeah.
Yeah, I just liked your Facebook page.
Okay, I'll search Facebook now.
I'm searching Google.
Have a phone number.
I've got his email address.
Okay, Carly, are you ready for information on Damien?
Yep, I am.
Mother's maiden name is He banks with
No, sir. Not me.
Then I have Bitmoji, obviously, for my Bitmoji. I don't really use Facebook Messenger, but sometimes you have to have it in order to get messages from there, so I do have that. Smule, I love Smule with all of my heart. As he knows, I use Smule so much for singing. It's a karaoke singing app, and I love it.
I actually tried to use it one time to sing with her, as I know I can't sing, and it did not go well at all.
I gave you ride or die, and you gave me games, love, figures.
I know I'm crying cause you just won't change.
Like, you guys can try it out and let me know what you think. And you can follow me on there at Wonderstorm. The O's are zeros. Yeah, and then Line is the app that we use to communicate on there. When I say we, I am in a couple different groups on Smule, Wonders, shout out to you guys. Aftermath, shout out to you guys. And Artistry, I'm also in that group. So yeah, there's a couple groups that I'm in, and we use Line to kind of communicate about group songs and things like that.
Are you popular?
No, only online.
Popular?
And then I have the WhatsApp, which we use for like different things, and GroupMe is kind of the same as that, but I don't use GroupMe as much as WhatsApp. And then we have the Pinterest app, which I don't use frequently, but I do use for like certain DIYs. The next folder is my music folder. These are pretty self-explanatory. I have most of the normal ones that you would use. And then obviously I have YouTube Studio because we can only get analytics and edit your video things through that. So I have the app on my phone. And that's pretty much that. There's nothing really interesting in there. Oh, the SingStar mic. So I have that because we bought a video game and you had to download the app in order to use the mic and stuff like that and sing. Oh my goodness, yeah. The next folder is the games folder. We love Family Feud.
Love it.
My mom loves Family Feud.
Big fan. Shout out to Steve Harvey.
Thank you for spreading the love.
Yes, so we played that a lot back then. Now we've been just really busy with other things, so we haven't gotten a chance to really play. Love Island is a TV show that I watch. As you guys may or may not know, I love romantic reality TV, and so Love Island is one of the shows that I've watched, and they had a game for it, thought I would try it. Property Brothers is one from the TV show, and I like the interior decorating type thing, so that's what that app is. Frankly is a good one for conversation starters.
Yeah, we really like started using it just to see how it was gonna go, and it really is a good conversation starter.
And then we have Sudoku, which he loves, and he taught me how to play, so I play that on occasion. Then Stop is like a categories type game. I play that very rarely, but I do play. Unscramble is one that I love. It kind of reminds me of Anagram. Then the word search, as you know, I'm a words person, English person, so that's another like English type game. And then Knife Hit, which is basically where you just try to get the knives to stop, and you have a certain amount of knives that you have to get into the little board or whatever. And yeah, so those are my games. This is my finance folder, and in this folder I have quite a few things. We have a lot of different ways we can receive and send money, as you know, from the giveaway. And so I have those apps in here, and then I also have the Credit Karma. My credit score is impeccable, okay? Let me tell y'all. And then the Acorns app, which I don't really use that much, but we started for like a small, non-aggressive type, what is that, investment? And then Chase I can delete because I no longer have a Chase bank account. I mostly use, hey, I didn't say you could delete it.
I was straight for the delete that thing.
No. Oh, don't delete my apps. On the next page is the Bank of America. That's where I have my credit card. I don't actually have a bank account there, but I do have a credit card with them. Stash is something that my parents wanted me to get into. I've honestly never opened the app, but my dad set it up, wanted us to do it, so there's that. The next folder is my food folder, and in that one, these are the places that I just go the most frequently, and I actually get perks from the apps and things. So I have the Chick-fil-A, Whataburger, Marble Slab. BJ's, I have it, but I don't use it because they've been really trash lately.
We tried to go there for her birthday, and it just did not go well. BJ, you have fans, but sorry, we haven't ate there since.
Yeah, it was trash. Mod Pizza is where I get pizza from.
Fire.
Because Domino's makes my stomach hurt. Honestly, I don't know when it started, but I don't know if they've changed something in their recipe, but it makes my stomach hurt. But Mod Pizza, they even have vegan pizza, so I love them. And then we have Postmates, Uber Eats, Favor, and DoorDash, which are all delivery.
Do you even use Postmates?
I don't think I've ever used Postmates. I think someone referred it to me and they liked it, so I was like, oh, let me try it. And I like to get discounts and stuff. Did I say you can delete my apps? What are you doing? Steady trying to delete stuff from my phone, okay? DoorDash is the one that I use most frequently. That's the one that I would get food delivered with. And Favor, I've used it a couple times. As you know, I like discounts, so whenever they're doing discounts, I switch between apps. But yeah, my next folder is a lifestyle folder. Clue, all my ladies, y'all know what that is. Not gonna get into that, but then I have my European Wax Center, and then the drink water app we have for when we had the challenge. We had a 30-day like water challenge, and we had to log all of our water drinking, and so I would put it in there, and it would help me to keep track of whether or not I was drinking half my body weight. And then we have AMC Theaters and Fandango, which are both like movie apps. We are AMC A-listers, but we once weren't. Yes. So we would use Fandango, and it would give us $5 for every 4 movies we watch, which is more than what AMC Theaters does for us. So once we got A-list, then we stopped using Fandango because obviously we're A-list, so we get more movies that way. Then we have Southwest, which is basically my traveling app. I mostly travel through Southwest because they give you more luggage. And yeah, so I use that. I haven't really been traveling, obviously, with COVID or anything, so yeah. Then we have the Booking and Priceline app, which are both hotel booking, and I think you can book like cars and stuff like that through them too, but mostly that's for hotels. I love hotels. And so whenever we want to book, we want to get the best price. I am a frugal person, and I try to save my coins and his coins. We try to save our coins. So yeah, I use those for booking my hotels. My photography folder. This folder has all of my editing stuff in it. I mostly use the Facetune, Superimpose, and Fonto, and sometimes PixArt, but Facetune, that's basically where you can edit the lightness and darkness and blur the background and do different things with that, so I use that quite frequently. Superimpose, I love Superimpose. I got into it when I started doing graphics, and yeah, I can remove the backgrounds, I can add different things, change the colors. You can do just so many cool things with Superimpose. Fonto is the same thing, but it's mostly for fonts. However, since we started YouTube, I use that for our thumbnails, and I will go in there and add different fonts. You can download fonts and put them in a Fonto, and with Fonto, I can do a lot of different things, so I use that one quite frequently. PixArt, I used to use a little bit more for the little flares and stuff. I used to use a little bit more for their camera flares and their stickers, but I don't use it as much. Mostly I use that for graphics if I'm doing any like type of graphic stuff. Pixlr is also something that I got to do my graphics, and it's just something that we can add filters in. I normally use Hagrid if you guys care. And I have the PS, Express, and Photoshop Fix, which I don't really use that much, but I have them for when I edited one photo that one time. And then Perfect Video is an app that I love. I paid for it, so I think it was like $40, I don't know, but you pay one time and you get to use it. Yeah, you get to use it forever, but I like it because it can help make trailers and do different things. It's kind of like an iMovie, but this is what I use to make videos on my phone, if I ever make videos on my phone. Then we have Repost, pretty self-explanatory. You use it for Instagram reposting. Boomerang, you need that in order to make boomerangs. And Dropbox for when I do photo shoots and things and people want to send me a lot of pictures at once. Use Dropbox. This is my Bible folder.
We love you, God, so we do it for God. Jesus Christ.
I have 3 different Bible apps. Honestly, I started with the King James Version Bible, but as I wanted to do different versions and listen to the audios, I downloaded the other 2. I think my most used one is the just Holy Bible, the brown app that you see. We're on a plan where we're trying to read our Bible in a year, so I use those apps so we can listen and read our Bible together. And then I have Verses, which is an app which helps me to memorize scripture because I want to have scripture written on my heart. So I have that to kind of help me memorize scriptures.
No cap, I need that. Yeah.
My next folder is the productivity folder. In here is basically all of my Google stuff. We have the Google Drive, Sheets, and Docs. And then we have Quip, which is what I used for competitions on Smule. Google Voice is for my business phone number. And yeah, it's free. You can get a new number and it comes straight to your phone. So I think that that's an awesome perk. Shopping. I don't know why it's called shopping because it's not really the places I shop the most, but you get coupons. You know, I'm a frugal person, like I said, so I get coupons and all kind of incentives and stuff through these apps. So Joann's, which is for DIY stuff and fabrics that I get. We have Walgreens. I used to work at Walgreens, so that app, and they have a lot of cool stuff. If you go to the ones that do like the creative stuff, you can create calendars and posters and all kind of things through them. Amazon, I don't use that much.
You have Prime?
No, I do not have Prime. Yeah. So I really don't use the Amazon app unless I'm using his because he has Prime.
He got money, get it all for him.
And yeah, and then Fiverr, that's how we can get affordable freelance work. So if we want people to create an intro, a banner, a cover art for my album, anything, you can get it on Fiverr, literally, and you can get it for pretty affordable. I think that most of the things that I've gotten from there haven't costed over $100. So yeah, Yelp, I only downloaded because when you go on Google and you're trying to look at more pictures, it forces you to go to Yelp. So I downloaded the app for that. And the last folder is my Spanish folder. So I have been, as I said in our first video, trying to get better and more fluent in Spanish. So I have the Duolingo app, which is where I do most of my practicing and learning. And then Hello Talk is an app where you can speak to people that are fluent in the language or native speakers, and you can just practice, whether it's on phone call, through messages, and anything like that.
In Spanish Bay. Oh, I forgot she has a Smule Bay. Remember the app that I showed you? And she has a Spanish Bay.
I don't have a Spanish Bay. I do have a Smule Bay, but I haven't talked to him in forever. Hey Armani, how you doing?
So,
but yeah.
Then she gave him a shout out.
Well, anyway, that's the end of the What's in My iPhone video.
Thank you, babe, for letting us snoop through your phone. I know myself and the rest of the beekeepers got a few apps we probably need to download on our phones.
I'll put y'all on.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit that bell. Like the video and leave a comment. You know, I've been reading everything.
Yes, sir.
So appreciate y'all. We love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning to our channel.
We out.